Welcome back for part 2 of our review of finding equations of straight lines. This section we are looking at when we don't have a graph. We are looking at finding the equation of a line when we are just given 2 points that are on the line. So the first example that we'll do is find the equation of a line that passes through the points 2, 7 and 4, 13. Step 1 is to find our gradient. We're going to follow the exactly the same procedure as we did in the previous video, where we will be labeling our points as point 1 and point 2. So I'll go and do that. This first point here is my 2, 7, so that will become x1, y1, and this second point will be x2, y2. Then I'm going to substitute those values into the equation for gradient, which is y2 take y1 on x2 take x1. That will give me 13 take away 7 divided by 4 take away 2. Solving those gives me 6 divided by 2, which gives me a gradient of 3. Now that I have that, I can write the equation for the straight line, which is y equals mx plus c. I still don't know my c value, my y-intercept, but I'm just going to put the 3 into the m spot in that equation. So that's going to give me y equals 3x plus c. So I know most of the equation, I just need to know the y-intercept. Now I look at the points and I have no way of knowing what my y-intercept is at this stage. I don't have a graph to look at. So what I need to do is I need to get one of these points. It can be either of them, it doesn't matter which one. And we're going to substitute one of those into the equation here to solve C. So I'm going to choose the point 2, 7 to substitute into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to identify that this 2 here is my x, this 7 here is my y, and these numbers are going to go directly into this x and y here. That's going to give me 7 equals 3 multiplied by 2 plus c. The next line, evaluating it, gives me 7 equals 6 plus c. Rearranging this gives me c of 1. So I know my y-intercept for this equation is going to be 1. Subbing those points there into my equation, y equals mx plus c, gives me y equals 3x plus 1. I'm going to get you guys to see if you can follow those steps and do the next example. So just remember, before I go to the next slide, our steps are 1, find the gradient using the equation. 2, write the equation with that gradient inserted into your m, then choose one of the points to sub in and hence help you to solve C. So your example is find the equation of the line that passes through the points 3, -4, and 5, 8. So pause here and see if you can firstly find the gradient. So welcome back. Let's see how you went. We started off by labeling our points, x1, y1 and x2, y2. Subbing those values into the gradient equation gave me 8 take away -4 divided by 5 take away 3. 8 take away -4 gives me 8 plus 4, which is 12, divided by 2. This gives me a gradient of 6. Step 2, write the equation for the straight line, inserting that 6 into m. That gives me y equals 6x plus c. The final part of this involves subbing one of those points into your equation, into the x and the y values, and hence helping you to solve C. For this example, I'm going to choose 5, 8. That gives me 8 equals 6 multiplied by 5 plus C. Evaluating that further gives me 8 equals 30 plus C. Rearranging gives me a C value of -22. This gives me an equation of y equals 6x take 22. If you'd like to refresh your memory and do a few more of these, you could then try to do the questions that were assigned from 6E. Again, there are only 2 questions. Go and see how you go.